What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and after months and months of waiting, we've finally been given some new content for Season 2. Now, for those of you that haven't heard any news, Season 2 is going to be split into two parts. The first part was released today, and then Part 2 is being released sometime in June. So today I'm just going to be going over the patch notes and explaining the most important parts of the new update. So this is going to be a pretty quick little video, but I've got some really cool stuff planned for the next few days. So if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss out. One thing I'll be doing over the next few days is uploading a video showing off the new map for this season with some cinematics. So if you do want to see something like that, then make sure to leave a like down below so I know you guys are keen to see that. Anyway, moving on to the patch notes, I'm going to go through and read some of the more important stuff. There is a huge amount of changes in this patch, so I'm not going to go through them all, but there will be a link to the patch notes in the description. So if you do want to read the whole thing, make sure to go and check that out. So starting off with the actual content we've been given in the update, we've received a small new map of Jabba's Palace, which was in Battlefront 2015 for all you guys that played that. And like I said, I am going to be showing off that map in a really cool way in the coming days, so stay tuned for that. We also received a new game mode called 2v2 Showdown, which is pretty much just HVV but with 4 players instead of 8, and there are some changes to the rules as well, which I'm going to cover in another video in the next few days. I'm most likely going to be doing a guide video for it since it's going to be very different than most game modes at the moment. We also got our first ever legendary skin in the game, which is the highly requested Leia boost skin from the start of Return of the Jedi, as well as the Skiff Guard skin for Lando as well, which is another awesome addition to the current skins. Another thing you may have noticed about their screenshots is that they've also taken out the hologram effect on the menus, which is one of the most highly requested features from all of us fans, so I'm really glad they decided to do that as well. I'm going to stop talking for just a second and show you guys through the new menu, so I'll be back in just a tick. So they've also added the ability to be able to buy and upgrade star cards in between rounds now, which is also a really nice addition to the game. For me personally, it doesn't matter all that much as I've maxed out most of the cards already, but I do know I've been wanting something like this for months now, so I'm really glad they added something like this into the game. Now moving on to some hero buffs, Phasma and Luke have received pretty big buffs, which is really good to see. Phasma's staff strikes have been tweaked a fair bit, which has been needed since the first day she was added to the game. Hopefully this makes the ability usable, but we'll just have to see how it pans out. I'd say they'll end up tweaking it again further if it doesn't work out. Luke's been given a much needed buff to his saber combat. The damage is roughly the same, but he won't run out of stamina as fast anymore, so hopefully that'll make him a little better when it comes to HVV and the new 2v2 mode as well. He's also been given buffs to his push and repulse abilities, which was also very much needed. They pretty much just increased the damage for both abilities, and they also made his dash ability a little smoother and faster too, which suits his playstyle really well. We've also seen slight nerfs to a few heroes as well, the main ones being Leia and Palpatine, which have been needing a nerf for a few months now. And then Lando, Han and Iden have also seen some small nerfs, but they're nothing that's really going to be noticed hopefully. They were mainly just bug fixes rather than nerfs. Leia's nerf pretty much focuses on her alt fire ability, and it pretty much just says in the patch notes that they've just lowered the damage, explosion radius and targeting angle to try and lower its effectiveness just a little. Palpatine's nerf sees his health regen lowered from 300 to 250, which was much needed, and it also included a small nerf for his lightning absorption star card, which is the one that gives him extra health regen every time he hits someone with his chain lightning ability. So that's pretty much all the stuff I wanted to cover for the patch, guys. Like I said, there is plenty more small fixes and tweaks, so if you do want to see them all, check out the link down in the description. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe for plenty more Battlefront 2 content, and like I mentioned before, I am going to be doing a guide video for the new game mode as well as a cinematic look at the new map, so make sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on those. Thanks so much for watching, and have fun out there with Season 2, guys.